You guys, this Ash Trevino stuff. Oh, my bad. Oh, by the way, I apologize for saying you guys. Literally, I said you guys before in a video and someone commented, that's pretty funny you saying you guys when you know that your audience is predominantly female, very inclusive. And I just wanted to comment back to that person like, how about you eat my ass from the back and we can call that inclusivity? Like, girl, you guys is obviously just a phrase that everyone says. People trigger me sometimes, y'all. I am so sorry, but I'm just like, you're really gonna go and comment that because I said you guys in a video? Like, get a life. Anyways, you guys, this drama with Ash Trevino is so crazy. Okay, I feel like things move so fast that I just can't keep up because obviously, as you guys know, I don't want to annoy the shit out of you because I already know I'm annoying, okay? Like, I totally get that, but I don't want to be even more annoying with shoving Ash Trevino down your throat. So I'm trying to mix it up with different people to talk about in different, topics. However, with Ash Trevino, I just feel like every day is something new. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you guys that I'm like, there's like 10 videos that I want to film about her, but I'm trying to like spread it out. But then I'm just like, oh my gosh, as I start spreading it out, more and more drama happens. So I did intend to actually film a video about Camila, who actually had her on her podcast because there was obviously so many things that I wanted to talk about. Right after they filmed the podcast, though, some drama had popped off between them because apparently Ash Trevino wanted to stay at the Ritz-Carlton that she was staying at in Miami, and she hit up Camila and was like, hey, like, I want to stay an extra 2 nights. Like, is that cool? Can you change my flight? Okay. And that's what she had initially said to her. And she was like, yeah, like, no problem. Like, I bought the package or whatever that you could change the flight where it wouldn't be an additional fee. Just let me know when you want to leave, because she paid for her flight out there and she did pay for her hotel. Well, it came out that she ended up like staying there an extra 2 nights on Camila's dime without even like asking her, and charged her card like, I want to say $1,000 and something dollars, and I wanted to make a video about that. Actually, you know what? That way you guys can hear from Camila. Go ahead and check this out right here.
You never asked me to extend your stay. Not to mention, you never asked me. You just told me to pay you. You just heard it was $1,039. I remember it was $1,039. You can just tell me. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. I'm not gonna argue over $1,000. Whatever. Like, I just was thinking, like, I have other things to worry about. Like, let me just pay her and just get this shit out of my face. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I'm not going to let her lie on my name. Like, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, you regret doing the podcast because look how it turned out for you. But I bet you if everybody started loving you, I gave you an opportunity. And I didn't even think I was not that disrespectful. It could have been a lot worse. And I'm not a horrible human being. I'm not going to sit there and attack you because that's not fair. I want to get to the bottom of things. So I asked you very direct questions, and I think I did a very good job at it. So it is what it is, but don't sit here and lie saying that she never even bought stuff because you never texted me back. But you had no problem texting me back about extending your stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Huh? You never had an issue. And you did not have an issue talking about how many Louis Vuitton bags, how many Gucci bags you have, how much shit that you bought that's luxurious, but you can't a night or two. And then you're going to come on live and start bawling your eyes out, talking about I was looking at houses while I was in Miami. Like, it's laughable. Like, you live in delusion. Like, this is crazy work. You live, like, she made up a universe inside of her dense ass head and just lives in it. Like, bro.
So as you guys see, she's like adding money on and like literally not even asking her, which I feel like is really, really crazy. I wanted to talk about that right away too, because y'all know that literally right after they were like filming the podcast wasn't up at this point yet. I told y'all Camila offered to buy the daughters beds. And the fact that Ash Trevino, I played it actually for you guys in a previous video, the fact that Ash Trevino was on live talking to somebody on the phone and she was like, Camila's so sweet, like she wants to buy the girls beds, and she's like, yeah, whatever they want, let me know. And I'm just like, girl, you're literally over here like, I don't know, like being so like, oh hell yeah. And it's like, girl, you're walking around with a $5,000 purse. Like, y'all know I'm broke, okay? My bed literally on Wayfair was $150. Like, I'm not understanding why she can't get her girls a bed and why are they sleeping on air mattresses. Santos had even said before too that they sleep on an air mattress, I guess, that like has a hole on it and they have it like covered with duct tape. And I'm like, what's really going on here? But then I did see somebody's somebody's video on TikTok, and they were like, you know what it is because you can tell that those girls don't really live there with her full time. So in her head, she doesn't feel the need to purchase them a bed because they sleep at her parents' house, which I'm like, girl, if your daughters wanted to spend the night at your house, even though, say for example, yes, they do live at the grandparents' house, like what if they just wanted to spend the night with you? Do you know what I mean? Like, how don't you have them a bed? I think it's absolutely crazy. Anyways, y'all, because of this whole situation, like, oh, things have blown up so much. I do want to go ahead and play the first initial video to where Ash Trevino was talking about Camila on live, because things went down south right away only because Camila titled the video like TikTok's worst mom, which I am so sorry. Like the fact that Ash Trevino is like sitting over here, like, oh my gosh, if I knew she was gonna title the podcast that, I never would have been on. And I'm just kind of like, girl, literally that's what they call you on TikTok. Like, why are you acting brand new? Why are you acting like you didn't know this? Also, I have to say this too. It's like, girl, she literally is in LA right now. Actually, at the time of me filming this, you guys are probably seeing it later though. At the time of me filming this, she's literally in LA right now on her daughter's birthday. I'm like, how are you literally leaving? Like, she's like, I kept on putting it off for so long. It's like, yeah, you put this LA meeting off or LA content collaboration off for like 2 months now. And all of a sudden you want to leave on your daughter's birthday weekend. You couldn't have pushed it back one more week or even went the week before. Like, these are things like this. And I'm like, girl, you keep on proving time and time again that you're a horrible mother. And it's so funny because y'all, I'm like gonna make a compilation video of like all the times that she's proven that she's a bad mom. And I'm like, how do you get on the internet and act like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're calling me a bad mom. And I'm like literally like one of the best moms. She literally says that. And I'm like, you're crazy. Anyways, go ahead and check out this first clip right here from when Ash Trevino was talking about this.
And no, I didn't make no money off of the podcast. Okay. So that answers y'all's question. Okay. I didn't make no money from the podcast. And also she hasn't ordered the girls' stuff yet. So that's 2 questions answered for y'all. Do I think she was fair to me? In reality, no. But like I said, it is what it is, you know? Camila is a young girl too. She's literally younger than Max, I believe. So I think she's like 22. So again, it wasn't somebody older that was doing the interview. So she is younger and she doesn't have kids. So she doesn't know how it is. She even said in the podcast, she don't remember what it is to be 16. And those were her words. I don't know if she put it in there, but she said that to me in the room. She said, I don't even remember what it is to be 16. And then we talked like when the camera went blank. We did talk and she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I said, I'm good. I said, I'm just saying, like, you're the only one that has ever done this. But again, they do stuff for the views. You got to remember that. She's an influencer. She does stuff for the views because she gets paid off of the views. So,
okay, as you guys can see from right there, she's literally delusional. I do want to go ahead and play another clip right here to where she is saying that she is not a bad mom, which I'm just kind of like, girl, look at you. Also, I have to say this too. If you guys have watched the podcast, I was getting so cringed out about the things that she talks about in front of her daughters. I understand, because let me tell you, I don't want to be a hypocrite. If you guys were to come around me and my family, like, my mom is very open. Do you know what I mean? But I'm 35 years old. So I'm just kind of like, it's okay if my mom talks about this or that, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm 35. Like, my mom did not talk about this type of stuff when I was like 13 in front of me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, you have your 13-year-old and your 15-year-old and you're talking about like hooking up with Santos. And oh my God, if you guys saw the podcast, one of the daughters literally said, no, they didn't do anything. I was like, how would you even know if they really did anything? And then it comes to find out that Ash Trevino did say that they did do something. So I'm like, what's going on here? And why would your daughters know if you guys hooked up or not? Like, that is so gross to me. I'm like, girl, it's just so nasty. Anyways, go ahead and check out this clip right here to where she is denying being a bad mom.
how do I feel about her calling me a bad mom? Everybody calls me a bad mom. Camila knows what type of mom I am. She's seen me in person. She's doing it for the views. She's doing it because she knows right now she's going to get paid the big bucks talking about me. So she's doing it like everybody else does. They make fake pages. They make this, they do that just to get y'all's attention. Because, I mean, I know I'm not a bad mom. She is weird. I know I'm not a bad mom. My kids know I'm not a bad mom. So I don't care. And I live at Ashley's house. I don't live at the BLP house. So we're not the same. I have kids. She don't. She don't know what it is to be a mom. I was a mom ever since the age of 20. I was pregnant at 19. She's 23. She's not a mom. I don't care. People can call me a bad mom. I don't care. Because I know what type of mom I am. If I was a bad mom, my kids wouldn't be in my custody.
The way there is just so many clips to show you guys, because I'm like, oh my gosh, their back and forth is crazy. But also I have to say this too. It is like been proven now numerous amounts of times that every single time that Ash collaborates with somebody, does a video with somebody, hangs out with somebody, they all have a falling out. Her longest running friend was Heffa, and they've even fallen out right now, which I'm like, damn, like, clearly, the common denominator here is Ash Trevino. She cannot keep a friend. I do want to go ahead and play a portion, y'all, because she had said that Camila has not bought the girls' beds. And I'm like, the fact that you even like have the audacity to get on the internet and say Camila hasn't bought the girls' beds, when I'm like, you haven't bought your daughter's beds. What are you talking about? Like, why are you putting the blame onto Camila? Yes, Camila did offer to pay for them, and I totally get that. But then she also did say like, oh, they never sent me what they want. I guess apparently she said like, send me a screenshot from IKEA and I'll order you whatever you want. And I guess they didn't send it or whatever. But I'm like, why is Ash Trevino victimizing herself and saying Camila didn't buy the girls' beds? You haven't bought your daughter's beds. What is going on here? Check this out.
No, Camila didn't get them nothing. But I already found a house, so yeah. That's happening really soon. Found a 4-bedroom. I'm excited. She literally promised, right? But yeah, no, my kids haven't gotten nothing yet, so.
Once again, she is delusional. The very last clip for you guys that I do want to show you is because Camila addressed this whole entire situation to where she had seen some, viral clips of Ash Trevino talking about Camila. And she's like, look, I'm going to address this for the very last time. And I think that it's so crazy too, because honestly, this girl Camila, to me, I literally barely heard of her because of this whole Ash Trevino stuff. I really like her. She seems very level-headed. She seems very rational. Like, she seems like a good person. And I'm like, how is she like literally 14 years younger than Ash Trevino? And I'm like, she's literally being more mature than Ash Trevino. It's kind of crazy to me. Also, I have to say this too. I love that she's so real, because apparently like Ash Trevino was going around saying, oh, she made $60K from the podcast and she didn't pay me for anything. Girl, she paid for your flights out there, for your daughter's flights out there, and for your hotel at the Ritz-Carlton. Like, y'all, the Ritz-Carlton is so damn expensive. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, that's your form of payment. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. Also, what I love about Camila, and she's like, I've made way more than 60K off that. And I'm like, love the honesty. I really do. Go to check out this clip from Camila right here.
All right, let's clock the motherfucking tea. This is the last video I'll be making about this goofy ass woman, so let's get started.
She did ask me, did your kids pick out the bed set? I said, I don't want you to buy it.
This is me sending Ash Trevino a text message. I was like, hey, don't forget to send me what the kids want for their beds. And she said, after what I said, I don't know if it's okay. So because after what you went online and you ruined it for your kids, I can't buy them a bed because you won't do it. You're sick. Something's wrong with you. She then goes on to talk about some sort of credit card fraud. And when she went to send me the video, sends me a screenshot of the video as if I can click on it and look at it, first of all. And second of all, what does credit card fraud have to do with me getting your kids' beds? Another thing she said was that I got paid $60,000 off of the podcast.
I paid $60,000? Somebody actually told me that.
Okay, first of all, who told you that? Because that's crazy. I made way more. But that's none of your business. Yes, I did get paid. That's why you were on there. I paid for everything that you needed, like a hotel, your flight, even sent you first class and the Ritz-Carlton, and you didn't ask for more payment. That is not my fault. That has nothing to do with me. What happened to your manager? Before you came on the podcast, you said that you were going to have me sign something. You're just a mess. You are a literal mess. So yeah, no, I didn't pay you. I would have never paid you. And yes, I did make money off of it. Because that's what my job is. I don't just go on TikTok Live and start crying over gifters. And my favorite video that's been released to date.
The girls in the Bob house, they weren't even that cute.
You want to talk about our looks, but ooh. I don't even need to keep going, right? And yeah, my last final thoughts on you. You're nuts, and you can also royally go yourself.
As y'all see from right there, she is standing on business. I really like her. Honestly, I'm like a fan of hers now. I think that she is very level-headed. And honestly, it's just so crazy to see that Ash Trevino is just delusional. I'm starting to think, honestly, and I know I've said this before, but y'all know how like people always say about Shadi Bae, like, oh, Shadi Bae's like, not all there and whatnot. I feel the same way about Ash Trevino. I feel like I don't know, she has mentally something wrong. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, girl, the fact that you're like pressed over here about, oh, they're calling me a bad mom, but you are a bad mom. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she doesn't see any of her flaws whatsoever. And I'm like, it's giving delusional, to be honest with you guys. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.